Oh, whoa. Don't adjust your computer screens, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Now, I cannot explain to you how long it has been since I have last watched Smackdown. I have no idea. That's what you have to understand. But hey, the champ was here, and I vow to you that as long as Randy Orton is WWE champion, if he steps foot on SmackDown soil, you will get a review. The show starts out with Vicky Guerrero in the ring because she is the GM, so she can do what she wants. And I respect her as a GM because of what she did next. She said, you know what, there's only one way that we're going to get Justin from the Tree of Woe show to watch this, because you know that's what she thought. And she said, let's bring out the champ. Randall Keith Orton comes out. Just looking mean. I know this isn't the one he's holding. That'll come soon. Until then, you're just going to have to use your imaginations. I know you can. He comes out and basically just says, hey, my goal, not even a goal, it's just going to happen. You all will aspire to be me. And he goes, hey, I didn't know Triple H was going to screw Daniel Bryan over and pedigree him. But what would you do? Opportunity to be the champ is just sitting there, literally just laying there. Of course I'm going to do it. But he also very, very eloquently puts, he did not need the help. It was given to him, so he was not going to be, he's not going to be dumb and turn it down. But he didn't need the help, just like he didn't need the help from the Shield on Monday. But he had to address it. Then we get Daniel Bryan coming out, and Daniel Bryan, oh, John, thanks, John. Thanks for giving me the chance to fight you and be the champion, John. I mean, you're just a warrior for, your elbow looks like, goddamn baseball's in there. You know what I'm saying? And, but you were a soldier, and you just let me fight you. So thank you for letting me do that. You're a champ, I'm a champ. Orton's the real champ. Get over yourselves. Basically just putting over John Cena, and I said, oh my Lord, get off the television, back to Randy Orton. But, Bryan's ripping, he's like, oh, Randy Orton, you're being arrogant. And then, of course, he has to cut the indie promo. Oh, I had to fight in dirty gyms. It's disgusting. That explains a lot. God knows what's growing in that beard beforehand, but now that I know all these backstories, he needs to shave that shit. But yeah, he basically says, oh, you've had everything handed to you. And just, the speech that he gives. And, but he's like, hey, but I want a rematch. Randy Orton says, hey, short stacks, hey, you gotta wait till Night of Champions, boy. The champ does not wrestle on SmackDown. You are all lucky that I am here. He didn't say that, but I'll say it for him. So, they have their little face-to-face. Orton went for an RKO. Daniel Bryan counters it, ends up drop kicking him out of the ring, but Randy Orton let him, so that's fine. And Randy Orton he could have went back in the ring and got the title if he wanted to. He'd have whooped some ass. But instead, he said, why not have people do stuff for me? Why do it yourself when you have people do it? He said, hey, give my title. And then Daniel Bryan, gets the yes chance going. But he got the one good thing Daniel Bryan did in this segment is he acknowledged the good looks of Randy Orton. He said, look how pretty Randy Orton is. I said, there you go, Daniel. Now you're making sense. I won't hold the title for other segments. Don't deserve the title. Okay. Let's talk about some other stuff that happened, because there was other things other than Randy Orton on SmackDown, even though I'm going to try to get that changed if I can get a hold of anybody. Curtis Axel versus Cody Rhodes. Not a bad match. I like Curtis Axel. I like Cody Rhodes. Curtis Axel gets the win. It makes sense because I don't know if it's going to be a full-on feud with Punk, but, the guy feuding with Punk, the guy feuding with Sandow. Punk's higher than Sandow, so it makes sense for Axel to get the win. Then Heyman ends up cutting a promo on Punk, still just praising Brock Lesnar, as he should, for his SummerSlam performance. And then they pretty much announce that Curtis Axel will face CM Punk in an actual match after their, not street fight, but unsanctioned, whatever they did on Raw. They fought. So now they'll have a match this upcoming Monday. The legend of Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston continues. Dolph Ziggler wins. It'll be interesting to see on Raw if they keep the Dolph Ziggler, against the man, how he was in the handicap match on Raw. We'll see if they keep that going. if him and Big E will keep doing stuff or where it's going to go with him. Hopefully, they do something good with Dolph Ziggler because, he's high up on the list. I mean, it's like Orton, and then 2, 3, 4, Punk, Ziggler, all those guys. But he's high up there. That's just, you can't be as high as Randy Orton. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. Then we got Alberto Del Rio versus Christian in a match where I said, man, I really didn't care about this at SummerSlam. So I'm excited to watch this on Smackdown. I didn't say that. Del Rio wins. That's just how it goes. And then Ricardo and RVD come out. One of the best combinations I've ever seen. And they come out, and I just turned off the TV. I said, I'm not getting paid for this. I don't have to watch Rob Van Dam and Alberto Del Rio on the same screen. I don't have to be forced to do that. But I turned it back on because I said, whoa, I gotta know what to say. RVD hit a Rolling Thunder, and then they held up the title, and I said, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, Alberto Del Rio, WWE is pushing my hand. If this match happens at Night of Champions, it might come down to a coin flip. It may come down to a coin flip. Let me make a reference to Pokemon because, Pokemon are my boys. This match, if it happens at Night of Champions, is going to force me to choose between Zubat and Rattata. No, I will not do that, ever, in my life. Then we got Big Show and Mark Henry against 3MB. Big Show and Mark Henry win. Why? Because they have Mark Henry. He could have done it himself, Big Show. He could have done it himself. You were just there to add weight. Then you got the man, Darren Young. Millions upon millions of dollars. Black John Cena. See, all you guys are going to think, oh, he's only getting a push because of, the whole news that came out about it. But no, it's because they need someone to fill in for John Cena. Who better to fill in for John Cena than the African-American version? Yeah, think about that. He beats Antonio Cesaro, so attaboy. And then you got a backstage segment, Ryback, and this dude comes up and he says, will you sign an autograph for my son? His name's Billy. And I said, Ryback rules, O'Doyle rules, Billy's the kid, Billy Madison. Just time warp. So Ryback's like, oh yeah, I'll sign it. I'll even write his name on it for you. Thanks to the big guy. And I was like, this dude, Ryback is heading up my Fave 5 right now because he's hilarious. So he signs it, and the dude's like, what's that say? Which one are you? I haven't watched you guys in a while, but my son watches all the time. And Ryback says, you don't even know who I am? Rips it, and he says, you tell your son that his dad's a pencil neck piece of shit or something. I don't know what he said. But he was pissed because he got disrespected. And then we got to the main event of the night because earlier Wade Barrett said he wanted to fight Daniel Bryan. And Mickey's like, all right. So we got Daniel Bryan against Wade Barrett in a steel cage. And it goes, it's Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett. Who do you think won? Of course Daniel Bryan won. It's Wade Barrett. I used to love that guy. I did. So Daniel Bryan gets the win with the same thing he beat John Cena with, the freaking knee. Say what you will, but that knee looks nice. Like that, it looks like pain happens after that knee. So he gets, and it's good because now he has a move, so he doesn't have to tap everybody out. He has a go-to. Oh my god, he has a go-to pinfall finish now. So that's good. That was okay. Nothing, it was all right. He came out of the ring. He was doing the yes chant, celebrating. Went out from under the ring, pops Randall Keith Orton. Randall Keith Orton. RKO on the ground. Randy Orton goes buck wild. He hits he goes nuts on it. Hits the RKO. Daniel Bryan's left laying there. Randy Orton just says what a real man would. He just says, holds the belt up, stands over him like, get a look, people. This right here is his era. And he said, hey boys and girls, get used to this because it ain't changing for a while. Randy Orton, champion of the generation. Stay tuned for more coverage on Randy Orton's rise to the top, right here on the Tree of Woe Show.